In 1985, Who's Who, the definitive directory of the DC Universe, combined a new piece of art with a text entry to create a brisk monthly comic book format encyclopedia covering the characters and concepts of the world that Superman built. In 2012, Rob Kelly and the irredeemable Shag began Who's Who, the definitive podcast of the DC Universe. A pair of buddies covering the entire expanse of Who's Who volumes, except Impact Comics Who's Who. They will never, ever, ever cover Impact Comics Who's Who. The last volume of Who's Who was released in 1992, right around the time I began to make DC Comics my publisher of choice, but also the point where one of my all-time favorite podcasts gave up the ghost. Well, if Shag and Rob won't continue, I guess I'll just have to do it myself, but I won't be doing it alone. I'm Diablo Frank, noted by the great Zoom Yukinori as the arch nemesis of Fire Shag and Aqua Rob in his own Zoom's Who fan editions. I'll be recruiting a cadre of expert secret agents to take up the gauntlet thrown down by Who's Who on its 40th anniversary via its successor volumes, the DC Secret Files and Origins. Those editions began in 1997, but this show intends to spend its first year looking backward to the very beginning of the DC Universe, and then bridging the gap from the Who's Who podcast, picking up from 1993. How will we accomplish this while maintaining the format set by the old Who's Who show? Find out by tuning into the debut episode of DC Secret Files, the definitive podcast of the DC Universe, 1993 through 2011, launching as part of the JS April 2025 multimedia crossover event. Our first couple of episodes will bookend the month looking at the golden age of the Justice Society of America, and then reach back even further until we turn back around to work our way, month by month, toward the chromium age of DC Comics. Maybe we'll even pick up a Who's Who podcast host or two along the way. Be there for the premiere on April 2nd, 2025, DC Secret Files. There's no stopping us now, no matter how much you may wish otherwise.